Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a piece of high-tech monitoring, the NTI E-TLD-50 tape-style liquid detector.
Right.
And the first thing you notice is the price. We're talking around $1,400 for the 50-foot version.
Yep.
So our mission today is to, get past that number and figure out what technical problem this is actually solving.
Well, the problem it solves is all about protecting critical infrastructure. It's built to find conductive liquids, so water, basically, and it gives you an immediate warning to stop catastrophic damage before it even starts. It's less of a leak alarm and more of an early flood warning system.
I get the infrastructure protection part, but you could buy a cheap spot detector for that. So what's this tape-style technology? Let's dig into that. What's it made of?
It's built for really tough environments. The tape itself is self-adhesive, and inside it has these copper fiber electrodes.
Okay.
And then the whole thing is protected by this durable netted cover.
And that cover is important, I assume?
It's crucial. It means the sensor can, survive people walking on it, minor debris, all without messing up its function.
That makes sense. It has to be tough if it's under a floor in a data center. But what about sensitivity? I was reading it can catch a puddle just 0.125 inches. That's 3 millimeters.
It's 3 millimeters, yeah.
That is tiny. I mean, that's like 2 credit cards stacked together. Why that specific number?
It's an engineered safety margin. When you catch a leak at 3 millimeters, your team is responding to a drip, not a flood.
So it's all about response time.
Exactly. It minimizes the time between when a leak starts and when you can actually do something about it. That's the whole game right there.
And it seems like you can cover a lot of ground with it. It's weather resistant. You can put it on the floor, under pipes.
Which are always a major source of leaks.
Right. And it comes in lengths from 10 feet all the way up to 100 feet.
Which brings up a really important question. If this tape is hidden away under a server rack, how do you even know the system itself is still working?
Good point. You don't want your safety net to have a hole in it.
Exactly. And that's why this system has a continuous tape integrity self-check.
So it's constantly monitoring itself.
All the time. If the tape gets cut or damaged or disconnected, you get an alert immediately. Tells you the safety net has failed, not just that there's a leak.
That feels non-negotiable for this kind of application.
It is.
So speaking of how it all works, let's talk integration. Its power draw is pretty low, 60 milliamps at 12 volts.
Very efficient.
But it specifically needs to be powered by one of NTI's other devices, like the E2D or E5D.
Precisely. If the tape is the eyes, those E-series units are the brain.
Ah, I see.
They manage the signals, they send the alerts out over the network, and they provide the power. And that low power draw is a huge benefit.
Why is that?
Less strain on your backup power systems, your UPS, and less heat being generated in already crowded racks.
Okay, looking at the commercial side of this, it has a 2-year warranty, free shipping, a 15-day trial, all signs of a confident product. But it also says TAA compliant. What does TAA mean for the listener?
TAA is the Trade Agreements Act. Basically, being compliant means the product is approved for U.S. government purchase.
So it's a stamp of quality.
It's a stamp of very high quality and reliability. It tells you this is a serious product for serious high-security applications.
So to sum it all up for you, the key takeaway here is twofold. You get this incredibly high sensitivity detection down to that tiny 3 millimeter puddle.
Right.
But you also get the continuous system check. You're not just buying detection, you're buying the assurance that your detection system won't fail silently.
It completely changes your risk management equation.
It really does.
And that leaves us with one final thought. Given this kind of investment for a system that can detect fractions of an inch of water, the question for you is, where else, beyond a server room, is preventing a 3 millimeter leak worth thousands of dollars? Think about manufacturing control rooms or pharmaceutical labs or maybe even critical areas in a hospital where any amount of downtime isn't just expensive. It could be life-threatening.